Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to thank the witnesses for being here today. The widespread anti-Semitism we're seeing on college campuses is one of the most important issues in higher education. Since the horrific terror attacks of October 7th, Jewish students have found themselves constantly under attack for simply being Jewish. Dr. Shafik, Columbia has been one of the worst offenders. I place that responsibility of campus safety right at the feet of university presidents, and in this case, it's you. Jewish students fear for their lives at your university. They have been harassed, threatened, and assaulted by fellow classmates. But it's no wonder students think this is okay. They're learning in class how to target Jews. At our hearing with the presidents of MIT, Harvard, and UPenn, I highlighted the astonishingly low number of courses being offered on Jewish history. Dr. Shafik, I also looked into your university's course offerings for this semester. You only have 3 classes that teach the history of Israel. 2 of them are taught by Israelis and Jews, but those 2 classes combined only have 30 seats. But the 3rd class can have up to 60 students, and that class, of course, is taught by Joseph Mossad, someone this committee is all too familiar with. Joseph Mossad has been surrounded by controversy for his anti-Semitic rhetoric since the early 2000s. He praised the brutal attack, as we've heard today, of Hamas on October 7th as awesome, astonishing, and astounding. He called the videos that showed murder and rape of Israeli women stunning. Dr. Shafik, I've been to the towns attacked by Hamas. Let me tell you, there is nothing awesome or astounding about the rape and murder of thousands of innocent civilians. Dr. Shafik, Joseph Mossad has been a problem for more than 20 years. Why haven't you shown that anti-Semitism is not tolerated at your university by firing him? I know you've commented already on that today. Does Columbia support this type of speech?
No, and as I said, he is under investigation. But I also, if I may, speak to your question about our course offerings. Before this hearing, the 2 directors of our Institute for Israel and Jewish Studies came to see me, and they said to me, make sure the committee knows that Columbia is not a hotbed of anti-Semitism, but that we are a pioneer in Jewish studies.
But 2 classes is not going to prolifically tell that to the world, and that's what the story that needs to be told. And excuse me, Dr. Mossad is a tenured professor, but that doesn't mean he can't be fired, correct? Can he be fired?
There are some very complex issues around tenure.
So at Columbia University, quote, an appointment with tenure may be terminated for cause only when a faculty member is found to be professionally unfit, as demonstrated, for example, by gross inefficiency, habitual and intentional neglect of duty, other serious breaches of academic conduct, or serious personal misconduct. Dr. Shafik, you told Congressman Wahlberg earlier today that if given the opportunity to grant Dr. Mossad a tenured position today, you would not. In your opinion, has his anti-Semitic conduct risen to being professionally unfit, or a serious breach of academic conduct, or serious professional misconduct?
As I said, he is being investigated.
So he can be fired according to this quote?
According to our rules, there are certain conditions under which tenured faculty
can be moving on. As I said back in December, the most powerful mover of campus culture is education itself. And you said that today. We can stop this if we educate the future about Israel. And again, those classes do not prove that you're taking action with what you said. But Columbia has shown through its choices on faculty and, of course, offerings that you don't care about anti-Semitism, that you'll turn a blind eye to the attacks on the most persecuted people of the last 5,000 years. That's why you've let Joseph Mossad teach at a class bigger than all the other Israeli history classes combined. That's why you continue to allow your Jewish students to be harassed, threatened, and assaulted on your campus. And Dr. Shafik, you said earlier today that the best way to combat anti-Semitism is through that education. So I'm going to say it once again. So since there are only 3 undergrad courses Columbia offers on Jewish and Israeli history, will you commit to pushing your deans to add more courses on Jewish history and remove those who teach and praise anti-Semitic violence like Joseph Mossad?
Our Institute for Israeli and Jewish Studies offers 21 courses. We have a collaborative arrangement with the Jewish Theological Seminary, and many of the students who are doing the joint degree with the Jewish Theological Seminary are here.
It's time your Jewish students finally see that you actually care about their safety. Teach these classes and fire the racists. It's a pretty low bar. We'll be watching to see if you do that, and Madam Chair, I yield back my time.